Przed odcinkiem chciałem wam pokazać błąd jaki mam. Teraz czekaj to ostatniego odcinka. Dzień dobry, w kolejnym odcinku czy Assassin's Creed. O co szybciej.
This is where your order began?
It began thousands of years ago, but here it was reborn.
By the man you mentioned, Altair?
Altair ibn La'ahad. He built us up and set us free. He saw the folly of keeping a castle like this. It had become a symbol of arrogance and a beacon for all our enemies.
And the mandate for menacing hoods? Was that his idea as well? You mentioned a creed before. What is it?
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
That is rather cynical.
It would be if it were doctrine, but it is merely an observation of the nature of reality. To say that nothing is true is to realize that the foundations of society are fragile, and that we must be the shepherds of our own civilization. To say that everything is permitted is to understand that we are the architects of our actions. We must live with their consequences, whether glorious or tragic.
Do you regret your decision to live as an assassin for so long?
I do not remember making that decision.
Over here.
This life, it chose me. For 3 decades, I have served the memory of my father and my brothers, and fought for those who have suffered the pain of injustice. I do not regret those years, but it is time to live for myself, and let them go. To let go of all of this.
Then let go. You will not fall far.
Mam pomysł. Udalemy razem śniącym. I to są te ramy, od których zacząłem moją przygotę. Chyba to są te znaki żołtaku.
The end of the road.
What do you hope to find behind that door?
Knowledge, above all else. Altair was a profound man and a prolific writer. He built this place as a repository for all his wisdom. He saw many things in his life and learned many secrets, both troubling and strange. Knowledge that would drive lesser men to despair.
Does that worry you?
Sophia, you should know by now that I am not a lesser man.
Ezio.
Nie tak? Tak? Nie tak? Może tutaj? Nie? Tak? A, to ten... Tutaj.
You had better come out of there alive.
Postaram cię.
Plan to.
Coś tam mieć na porządku. Przemki. Biblioteka.
No books. No wisdom. Just you, fratello mio.
Chyba to ten Altaira.
have seen to my books?
Yes. Some we sent with the Polos. The rest will go with me to Alexandria.
Good. Very good.
Father, I do not understand. Why did you build a library if you did not intend to keep your books?
You should go. When the Mongols return, Masyaf must be empty.
I see. This is not a library at all. It is a vault.
It must stay hidden, Darim. Far from eager hands. At least until it has passed on the secret it contains.
What secret?
Go, son. Go be with your family. And live well.
All that is good in me began with you, Father.
Te księgi, które kupowałem, to były te.
In much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
What does it tell you? What do you see?
Strange visions and messages of ones who came before, of their rise and their fall.
But what happens to us, Altair? To our family? What does the apple say?
Who were the ones who came before? What brought them here? How long ago?
Get rid of that thing!
This is my duty, Maria. If you are asked, say I sent the apple away. Tell them I sent it to Cyprus or Cipango, or that I dropped it into the sea. Tell them anything to keep men away from this place. This apple must not be found. Not until the time is right.
Ucząc na pyję i odpocznij. I nikt cię nie opuścić. Ale jako strażnik jabłka jestem.
Another artifact.
Kolejny artefakt?
No. You will stay here. I have seen enough for one life.
Co jest?
Desmond?
He's talking to me?
I heard your name once before, Desmond. A long time ago. And now it lingers in my mind, like an image from an old dream. I do not know where you are, or by what means you can hear me. But I know you are listening. I have lived my life as best I could, not knowing its purpose. but drawn forward like a moth to a distant moon. And here at last, I discover a strange truth. That I am only a conduit for a message that eludes my understanding. Who are we who have been so blessed to share our stories like this? To speak across centuries? Maybe you will answer all the questions I have asked. Maybe you will be the one to make all this suffering worth something in the end. Now, listen.
Do you hear me, Cypher? Can you see me? Ah, there you are. Good. A strange place, this nexus of time. I am not used to the calculations. That has always been Minerva's domain. I see you still have many questions. Who were we? What became of us? What do we desire of you? You will have your answers. Only listen,
do
and
tego
I will
torcia.
tell you how. Both before the end and after, we sought to save the world. We built vaults within which to work, each dedicated to a different method of salvation. They were placed underground to avoid the war which raged above, and also as a precaution should we fail in our efforts. Each vault's knowledge was transmitted to a single place. It was our duty, mine, Minerva's, and Juno's, to sort and sample all that was collected. We chose those solutions which held the most promise and devoted ourselves to testing their merits. 6 we tried in succession, each more encouraging than the last, but none worked. And then the world ended.
I mamy filmik. Trochę co krótkie trochę, ja chciałem będzie trochę, ale było okej. Stary mać to trzeba upadać. To są te ubrania, które pisaliśmy przy tym, przy wspomnieniu obiektu 16. Mieli takie czemu ubrania.
The earth shook for days, the fires burned for weeks, and when the ash had settled, less than 10,000 of your kind still lived, and far fewer of ours. But we carried on, together, to rebuild, to renew. Listen, you must go there, to the place where we labored and lost. Take my words, pass them from your head into your hands. That is how you will open the way. But be warned, much still remains in flux, and I do not know how things will end, either in my time or yours.
Wait, look, his vitals are stabilizing. Something's happening. He's moving.
Desmond, can you hear me?
Tak, czuję.
Son?
I know what we need to do.
Juby! Minutkę. A nie makem. Akcja wykonana. Opra bene. Ruczyć buntut. Nie wiem, czy mogę ominąć napisy. Nie wiecie, że uczyć po koniec, cały koniec. Czeka mi napisać na ten. Wow, okej? Uczulecie to koniec napisać, ponieważ co krytyka i podziękowania były. Raczą obrazki i miekać obok umanik. Jak ty napiszecie, już kończą. Jak chcecie, nie? I to koniec napisów. Warte pić w skórę Ezio. Ja idę tutaj. Peca karata nie. Interesuje mnie ta pewa. A mi 9500 jest tam.
Thanks to you, we grow ever stronger.
Dopiero teraz pieniądze mi do konta padły. Tutaj było. Tutaj. Idziemy do banku. Bank jest. Taki kawał drogi. To nam zajmie minutkę. Oni nie akurat przychodzą na mój odcinek.
I've lost sight of him. Yes, indeed. I am also a great part.
Idę tutaj. I mamy już tu czumę kieszeni. Mamy 4000.
Have I somehow annoyed you?
Idziemy tutaj. I nie ma trochę. Jest. Wyczerpałem cię, ja muszę to około pokulam. Tak. Zostało mi jedynie 500 złotych. 500 złotych. I 100% wymu mamy od potopa. Odblokowane. I po minucie usłyszycie mój komentarz dotyczący asasyna. Efekt, co się stało, ale ja powiem. Czyli wam krótko opowiem. Udało mi wszystkie książki kupić. I coś tam mam w mojej rzeczy głównej dostępnego. Teraz tam idziemy. To minutka, dosłownie minutka. Nie mam tyle pieniędzy. To tylko fotomontaż itp. Nie, naprawdę mam tyle pieniędzy. Tutaj czekałem, wyszłem z domu, czekałem na pieniądze od banku, by kupić książki. Raz, drugi, trzeci, tak wow! Uspierało się. Teraz mogłem udać się do tego kupić książki. I idziemy dalej. I tutaj.
Hello.
Hello.
Ezio, you old snake. You walked right past me.
Forgive me, Sophia, I did not notice. What are you doing in Galata?
Making some deliveries. Is this where you stay?
See, it is a kind of school.
What is taught here?
Come this way. I want to show you something. I have been stalking the library here with rare books. A good start, no?
Ah, these are all so beautiful. And such diversity. So are these men and women your students?
In a way, yes.
Well, if they ever need a literature scholar, give them my name. In a pinch, I am a pretty good teacher.
If they find the time to read, I certainly will.
Oh, Chaucer. Bellissimo.
I to tyle było. Czyli krótkie wspomnienie. A, jak jesteśmy tutaj, no to mam całą kolekcję meczów. Broni. Krótkiej, długiej. I tutaj mamy... Nie, tam mamy bardziej. Tutaj mamy całą sprolę dostępną. Tu jest księgarnia. A! Mamy 100% sekwencji. Ale co to nam z mieczem udało zrobić? I chyba to aż na tyle. Wiecie, gra podobała. Miło mi się spędziło czas na zbieraniu, szukaniu. A była mi tym podobała. Jeden jest taki malutki minut. Tą grę za bardzo prędko przeszłem. Ta gra według mnie jest trochę krótka, ale ma fabułę, ma wszystko. I się podoba. Nawet byłem pod wrażeniem, że jest taki... grafika jest lepsza niż moja ostatnia część, którą pograłem. To jest... I patrzę tylko, zabieramy się na ostatnią trójkę. Chcecie tego? Chyba tak. A ja cię. Ale nie wiem, kiedy to cię dokładnie stanie. Nie wiem, czy wiesz, ale... Tyle być. Mam trochę organiczony czas, nie wiem jak to... Chcemy się czas na mnie. I cała... Cały obszar, wśród miejsca jest dla mnie. Jest mój. Tyle ja już będę musiał kończyć. Polecam. Tytan. Hashtag Tytan poleca. I to usłyszenia w kolejnej części. Pa pa!